Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ICCO friends, and sincere apologies I couldn't manage to attend my favorite and lovely ICCO summit in person. So let's talk about talents. I do believe talents are made and not born, and I'll tell you why later on. But let's make my point on the current environment, not only communications environment, but the current environment, the one which pushed us to stay home, which pushed us to stay away from our offices, to stay in our living rooms or bedrooms or gardens or terraces, and to work with clients, to work with our teams, which is much more important, and to work with our partners, vendors and stakeholders just in front of our laptops or monitors. It's a dramatic change, it's a huge change, and it very straight concerns our teams and the talents which we have in our offices and the way we work with them. First of all, our profession, our business became very multi-functional and multi-cultural. Why? Because all we know that there is a very dynamic and intensive merge between the three main elements of public communications: advertising, public relations and digital. And this is a very dynamic merge. In the future, not very far away from today, it will be just one business. And you know that even within our teams, even within our partners, there is a huge discussion, debate, which will be the business to lead the new, bigger and the new merged already business. The advertising, they say it will be us, because we have the media buying, we have the graphic designs, we have the video production. Digitals, of course, they claim it will be them, because they say, how can you do business without social media? How can you do business without application, without tabs and this and that? But I'm strongly convinced, and I'm sure that you think the same. It will be us, the public relations expert. Why? And there is a simple reason. Because we are the creators of the content. We are the masters of the content. So this fact creates completely different environment in a way that we hire talents and that we educate them. There is a big movement within our business saying that the client is the right, the client is the boss, the client is our God, everything for the client. But I would say the other way. We should do everything for the team, because our colleagues, our teams are much more important than any clients. The environment within the office, the ethics, the transparency, the way we understand each other, the way we work. And we may have the best teams, or we may have the best clients, but without team we cannot serve any client. And without client, and we have the best team, the clients will come to us. So this is one of the most important points. I did believe for the past 30 years I'm in business, and really we should put a lot of efforts how to educate, how to maintain and how to develop our talents within the team. I would never ever in the history hired a manager outside the company, because if I see just 1% that someone have the abilities and the qualities to be developed as a manager, then I would stay with him or her, mostly her, because our business is mostly females, but I will stay with the colleague and will work day and night just to develop his or her abilities and to be a good manager. When we are apart now, it's a really different business environment and different culture which we should count in. On one hand, there are a lot of disadvantages because people are not together, they cannot share coffees, they cannot go for drink at the lunch break or after work. They cannot share their thoughts and their concerns and their achievements between. On the other hand, I see huge advantages and opportunities. First of all, and I will give you the example from my office. I meet my office, which is something like between 40-45 people, once a week for a long meeting on Monday, but then I meet them every single day at 4 p.m. for a short meeting. You cannot do this if you're in the office. There are a lot of meetings, tasks. How can you get all those people to stop their job, to come to the big conference room, to talk to them? Even you cannot see them, all of them, if they come, which is absolute nonsense to bring them in one day. On Zoom, and this is the Zoom generation, that it started last year and it will most probably last forever. On Zoom, it's much easier. You see all of them, you see all their faces, they see you, of course, and they look at your eyes. You can see the reaction of all of your colleagues, all of your team members, and what is more, you can see their environment, how they live. You enter their rooms, their living rooms, their kitchens, their desks. You can see the paintings, you can see the walls, you can see their reaction. So from that point of view, these days, I know my team much better than before, and we should count on this. The only task which I did not solve yet is how to create a team online. Because in the company now, I have a couple of people who I never met in real life. They live in London, some of them, they live in Netherlands, some of them live in the country here in Bulgaria, but I never seen them because more or less there are a couple of lockdowns and quarantines and we don't come to the office, or if we come to the office, it's very rare. So how to create team? I'm pretty sure that very soon we'll manage this and we'll create a concept how to create a Zoom team or online team or Teams team, whatever you name it. But it will take some time. The most important is that the manager or the CEO is a role model for his or her team, employees and talents. If the managers are ethical, transparent, professional to the teams, to the talents, then be sure that they will trust you, they will not leave the company, they will stay here, they will make better team. Why? Because they will have as a role model, a good manager. So I'll be very happy to listen to the rest of the opinions, and if there is a need, I will take part in the discussion. Thank you very much and enjoy the ICCO Summit, the greatest event of the PR business in the world.